guys, so let's just jump straight into this tutorial. So I already did my brows and now I'm just gonna prime my face and moisturize using this Victoria's Secret Fresh Face Brightening Gel Cream. And I'm just gonna apply this all over my skin and I'm just gonna massage it in. And now I'm using the Sally Unicorn Tears and I'm just gonna put this on my face and I'm just gonna massage it in using my hands. And using this Maybelline Master Glaze blush stick in the color Coral Sheen, I'm just going to put this under my eyes because I have really dark circles, so I really need to conceal these well. And I'm just blending this in using a Sigma brush. It is a Sigma Large Shader E60 brush. And of course, using my favorite concealer, Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand, I'm just going to apply this under my eyes as well as on some dark spots that I have around my face. I like to put some concealer before because I love this concealer and I think it sits well under my foundation. So I put this under my foundation, and I also, after I put foundation, I just go to touch back up with more concealer. Yeah. I really do this for some extra coverage, so that's the main reason I apply concealer twice. I'm using a color concealer brush to blend this in, but you can also use your fingers to just smooth out any additional lines. I'm a firm believer in fingers. I believe I've said that before, so you are free to use your fingers. And I'm taking this Chanel Healthy Glow foundation in the color number 60, and I'm just going to use my foundation sponge and I'm going to apply this all over my face and I'm just going to blend it in. So first what I do is that I use the foundation brush and I actually drag the product around just to give it an even spread, and then I pat it into my skin. I really like a seamless finish, which is why I pat it in after just dragging it around. And sometimes I take a stippling brush just to even out any harsh lines and smoothen out the entire look before applying concealer. Using this YSL Radiant Touch Concealer in the shade 3, which is Luminous Peach, I'm just going to put this under my eyes and you'll see, well, it's brand new. I haven't used it before and it's one of those clicky things, so I had to keep clicking until I got the product down. But I'm going to put it in my eyes just the way you're seeing here, in just like 3 lines and forming like a sort of triangle. And now I'm going to put it on my forehead and on my nose. And I'm using a Sigma foundation brush. It's an F60 brush, and I'm just gonna pat this into my skin and just make sure it's blended really well. So keep patting, and you may have to drag some of the product, but you need to keep it focused on that under eye area because this is what's gonna give us a highlight. And taking this Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the shade Chestnut, I use this as a contour. So I'm just gonna apply this under my cheekbones, along my nose, and on my forehead. And you can like do a fishy face to find your cheekbones exactly where it is, so you can follow that kind of shadow, and that's where you apply the contour basically. And without fail, I obviously messed something up, but you can just wipe that off and fix it in. And taking this Beige Cosmetics Kabuki brush, I'm just going to use some of this no color translucent powder. I think the brand is the original RCMA Makeup. I just use this to bake my face, so I'm using that kabuki brush and I'm applying like a large amount of this powder, and I'm just going to apply it on the areas that we put that highlight before, which was the YSL contour, sorry, the YSL concealer. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? And I'm going to just leave that on my face to bake. And for the fun part, the eyes. So I'm using the Urban Decay primer, and I'm just going to apply this on my lid all the way up to my brow, and I'm using my concealer brush to just even this out when I'm finished applying the product. So I'm really just going for a kind of glam look. I just got this Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette and I am so excited to try it. So I'm just going to create a random look, try out the colors, see if it's good, see if the reviews, if it's with the hype, see if it's as pigmented as everyone says. So I'm just going to create a kind of subtle but glam look, and I'm going to use one of my favorite palettes and one of my new favorite palettes, which, spoiler alert. So yeah. So like I said, I'm using the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette as well as the Natasha Denona Star palette, and I'm taking this color angle shadow brush and this beautiful Huda Beauty palette, and I'm using the color Blazing as my first crease color. So I'm just going to apply some of that on that color angle brush, and I'm going to put it in the crease in circular motions from left to right, just build that pigment up, which I just love. And taking the color Saffron on the same angled brush, I'm going into the crease to deepen it a bit more, and I'm going to do the same circular motions left to right. And I am obsessed with this palette, and I'm also obsessed with using burgundy recently in my crease. So you'd see a lot of my looks that I do, my crease color usually incorporates some kind of burgundy because I think it's such a pretty pigment and it looks so good in the crease. So yeah. And now taking my concealer brush, it's the e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm using the color, I really don't know how to say this, it's OUD. It's this dark brown, I don't know, I really can't say that. So I'm not going to embarrass myself. And again, I'm just going to put this on the tip of this concealer brush, and I'm going to try to focus that in, like, into the crease, like in, not just like above. Like I want to create that cut crease kind of effect and deepen up this entire crease look. So yeah, so I'm going to put this deeper brown in my crease using the tip of this concealer brush. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm taking this Sigma medium angle shading brush. It's an E70 brush. I'm taking the color Amber, and I'm just going to apply this all over my crease as well, but on the lower part, not the upper part. And using a MAC 224 brush and the color Eden from the Huda Beauty palette. Again, I'm just going to blend all those crease colors together, and I'm just using the color Eden just to give it a kind of seamless transition with all the different colors that I have used in the crease. And now using a color small shadow brush and the Natasha Denona Star palette, I'm taking the color Electra, and that color is like a light kind of maroon burgundy-ish color. So I'm using that on the outer edge of my eye, and I'm going to use this as my smoked out color because I didn't want to use black. I wanted something a bit softer than black, but something still dark, and I just really wanted this. I wanted a play on purples and burgundies, which is why I use this color as my smoked out color. So focus this on the outer edge of your eye. And with the same brush, I'm taking the color Gemma, which is a dark brown, and I'm just putting that over the burgundy that we just put, and I'm just mixing these two together. So this creates like a richer color, and it gives it that more smooth effect. And now back in the Huda Beauty palette, I'm taking the color Twilight, which is one of those textured shadows, and I'm going to use my finger to apply this on the inner part of my lid. So literally just the lid, not up to the crease, and just the lid. And we're gonna blend this with the colors that we just put on the outer part of our eye, the smoked out part. And as I said before, fingers work really well for these textured colors because it transfers the product well, better than a brush. And you're just applying these shadows on in a light patting motion in the areas that you want it. I'm still using that color small shadow brush. I'm going back to the Natasha Denona palette and I'm taking the color Galaxia, which is this kind of gold glittery shimmery color, and I'm going to use some of that to blend the two colors on our lid. So I usually, when I'm blending colors on my lid, I like to use a transition color, and I chose this gold for this look. Taking my color angled brush and the Huda Beauty palette, I'm taking the color Eden, which is a color we used before, and I'm just going back into my crease just to create like in case there was any of the shadow that came onto my crease, I'm just trying to neaten it up a bit and just to deepen it again. And using a lip brush, I'm taking the color Bellatrix in the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm using that on the inner corner of my eyes just to open the eyes and give it a little pop. And taking my Tartist eyeliner, I am going to do my wing and my lower liner. And I'm going to apply these Color Science lashes. Now that my lashes are on, I'm taking my lip brush and I'm taking the Huda Beauty palette. I'm using the color Desert Sand. I'm just going to apply that under my brow bone. And I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and I'm putting mascara on my upper and lower lids. And now back to my face, I'm taking my silly sponge and I am going to blend my contour in. So I'm actually gonna like pat this in and kind of drag it upwards very slightly, but it's more of a patting motion that we're trying to achieve. I actually rather use fingers for the nose as opposed to the silly sponge, but it's up to you guys. Taking my MAC stippling brush, I'm just gonna blend everything together and try to get rid of any harsh lines. And I think my face has finished baking, so that's why I also dusted the extra powder off. I'm baked like a motherfucker. And taking my MAC Skin Finish in Medium Plus, I'm just going to put this all over my face using this kind of fluffy brush. And I'm going to like pat it into my skin, but also drag it at the same time, but mainly in a patting motion just to set the entire look. And using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in medium to tan, I'm taking this dark color, which is Havana, I think, and I am just going to apply that over the cream contour that we had using this angled e.l.f. brush. And again, I'm just blending the entire look using the stippling brush. And using this unnamed, really fluffy brush, I am going to take my Tarte Cosmetics blush in Doll Face, and it's Amazonian clay, and I'm going to just apply this on the apples of my cheek. Wow, I have the weirdest expression putting blush on. Blend, 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 dollies. And using this Urban Decay brush that came in the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, I'm going to take this and my Fenty Beauty highlighter. Oh, I love it. And this is, I'm going to use Hustler Baby. It's the duo ones, the Kilowatt duo. And this one is actually Hustler Baby and Mean Money. But I use Hustler Baby. And I'm just going to apply this on the apples of my cheek. I am in love with this. It's brand new. It's the first time I'm using this product, and I could just drown in this. Like, I wish I could just put this everywhere. Like, it is so nice. It's so pigmented, so blendable. It's creamy. It's like, it's really perfect. Like, I love it. Really killed it. And of course, I'm blending it and using my stippling brush. And now I'm going to take some of this L'Oreal gel liner. It's a black gel liner that I've had, and I'm going to use the MAC 210 brush, the really tiny brush, and I am going to do a line from the bottom lid to the, okay, I don't know how to explain this. Hold on, let me think about this. Okay, so I'm going to do a bottom lid, a bottom line from my lower lash line coming up under the top wing. So I'm just gonna do a double winged effect. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Using this NYX glitter liner, it's a liquid crystal liner in the color Crystal Pewter. I'm just gonna fill in the space between those wings that we made. And I'm just reapplying some mascara to my bottom lashes using the same Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And using the Ruby Kisses C-Curve eyeshadow brush, I'm using the colors Blazing and Saffron from the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm mixing them. And I'm just going to run them along my lower lash line to give a kind of smoked out effect to the bottom lid and to just tie the entire look together. Using my Huda Beauty liquid lips in Gossip Girl, I'm just going to apply this as a base on my lips. It's like this baby pink, kind of light but still bright pink. I don't know, I just love all of Huda's lipsticks. She got the pigments right, she got the texture right, she got the formula, right. Everything is just perfect. And of course, by now, you know I love shimmery stuff. So I'm using Huda Beauty's Lip Strobe in Angelic, and I'm just going to dab this onto my lip. I'm not just going to swipe. I'm actually going to put it on in patting motions, and then I'm going to blot my lips together until I get the desired shimmer that I want. And this is where things get awkward. I have absolutely no idea what I was doing here, and you can see how confused I was. So I'm like, let's loose my hair. Let me look. Okay, let's look up. Play with my hair. All right, girl, what are you doing? All right, look down. Okay. Ox AF. I have no idea what I'm doing. You can actually see me thinking, like, what to do, Norala, what to do. Jesus Christ, girl, stop. Stop while you're ahead. Stop. Oh, God, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Oh, I'm posing. Stretch your stuff. Oh, God. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to endure this. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and thanks for watching.